Hey everybody, what I've got here is mission 83 of Battlebox, and we're going to check it out right now on Kitbashed Survival. Alright, so I'm getting caught up on my Battlebox missions. I just did mission 82 the other day, and so now here's mission 83. So as most of you know, Battlebox is a subscription box service that delivers survival, tactical, hunting, camping sort of gear every month. The stuff that's in these boxes, I don't really need it. I get it just because it's fun to see what's in the box each month. Of course, a lot of people don't like these types of boxes, and if you don't, well, nobody's got a gun to your head. Anyway, so let's go ahead and open up mission 83. There it is, and see if we can find the mission briefing in here. There it is. So as always, there are 4 levels of Battlebox. There's the basic box, the advanced box, the pro box, and then the pro plus box, which is the knife of the month. And I always get the pro plus box. So let's go ahead and check out what's in mission 83, starting with the basic box. So there are 3 items in the basic box for mission 83, and here's the first item. Black Rifle Coffee Company, JB, just black. And I've actually had this brand of coffee before. It's veteran owned, I believe. Yep, veteran owned. And it's actually pretty good. It's not bad at all. 100% Arabica coffee. Proudly distributed by Black Rifle Coffee Company, Salt Lake City, Utah. So yeah, a bag of coffee, not terribly exciting, but it is quite useful and it will get consumed, I promise you. Next up in the basic box is the fire escape made by Outdoor Element. And from what I can tell, it's sort of like a multi-tool carabiner type of thing, so let's check it out. Okay, the Fire Escape First Responder Inspired Multi-Tool Carabiner. Everspark fire wheel, throw sparks and make fire. Replaceable utility blade for seatbelt, webbing, etc. Carbide pin window breaker. Oxygen bottle wrench, okay. 4 and 5 can be used as hang slots, keys, gear, tinder vial, get creative. 1/4 inch hex wrench bit driver. Bottle opener, pop fizz, happiness. Stainless steel, strong and corrosion resistant, 1.7 ounces weight, and rated for 125 pounds for gear only, not for people. Ferro rod may be replenished by unscrewing and removing the set screw and spring. Interesting. Okay, so here it is. Obviously, you've got the carabiner part. And then there's the glass breaker. There's the... Oh, let me pull that out. There's the spark wheel. Let's see how this works. There we go. Throw sparks. I wonder if it works in the other direction too. Probably. Yeah. There we go. And apparently, like it said, you can replace the flint by removing the set screw, wherever that is. I guess that's that. Yeah, you can remove the wheel and then put a new flint in there. Okay. There's the oxygen bottle wrench. There's the hex wrench. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. There's the seat belt cutter. And where's the bottle opener? I guess this is the bottle opener right here. So yeah, I mean, kind of interesting. A carabiner multi-tool. I kind of like it. I mean, I like the spark wheel. That's cool. Glass breaker. I mean, this is something you could definitely keep in your glove box and it'd be useful. Oh, and there are the 2 spare flints, or the 2 spare ferro rods, I should say. So, yeah, very cool. The last item in the basic box is the Evadry Mini Dehumidifier. I actually think this is kind of cool. I've seen these on Amazon. They're not terribly expensive. The mission briefing says it goes for about $15. But they get pretty good reviews. I looked up one of these on Amazon and the reviews were overall pretty good. So the way these work, from what I've seen, is that you set this thing wherever you want it to absorb moisture in your house, your closet, or your car, or what have you. And when it's fully saturated, you'll know by the gauge here, this little window. And when that happens, the next step is to pop out this little plug and put it into the wall, and that will dry out the desiccant and reset it, and then you can use it again. So, pretty clever idea. Okay, view indicator window. If the indicator beads are orange, the unit is ready to use. If the indicator beads are green, the unit needs to be renewed. Monitor indicator beads roughly once a month, 2 to 4 weeks, for color transition from orange to green. Once the indicator beads turn green, it's time to renew the unit. To renew, simply fold down the hidden plug and plug into an outlet in a room with good airflow for 12 to 18 hours. Be sure to maintain a minimum of 3 feet of open space around the unit, as the unit will release heat and moisture vapor while plugged in. Once renewed, indicator beads will return to orange, and the unit will be ready to use again. So there you have it. And the beads are orange, so obviously this thing is ready for use. But yeah, I think this is something that's actually pretty useful, especially in a moist climate. I live in the South, it's always very humid, so this could come in handy. Next up, we've got the Advanced Box and the Pro Box for Mission 83, and I've got both items here because they're both kind of the same thing, just different sizes. I'm not sure why they broke it out into 2 boxes. Seems kind of weird, but we've got these Grayman Tactical Organizers. So this is their headrest organizer. It goes on the back of the headrest of your car with these Velcro straps. And, you know, you can strap stuff to it or clip stuff to it. And then they've also got one for the back of the seat that's much larger. And so they chose to call this the Advanced Box, the headrest thing, and then the seat back thing is the Pro Box, which is a little weird to me. I'm sure these are useful. You know what these remind me of? They remind me of the gear clips that are on the back of the seats of the new Ford Bronco. That's what these kind of remind me of, and so this allows you to add it to any car. So, definitely useful. Now, they're saying the headrest one is $50. $50 for this? I find that hard to believe. I mean, I don't think they're lying or anything. That's just, I don't know if I would pay $50 for this. And then they say the seat back version is $100. I mean, I would never pay $100 for this. I might pay $30 for the 2 of them, but you know, that's just me. Maybe these things are made of something that's really expensive. I don't know. But yeah, useful. You know, I think they're useful, but splitting these out into 2 boxes, you know, saying with the Advanced Box you get this, and with the Pro Box you get this one, I think that's a little weird. It's a bit of a stretch for me. But yeah, these could be useful. And like I said, they totally remind me of those gear clips that are on the backs of the seats of the new Ford Bronco. And I think they would be used for a similar thing, you know, clipping stuff on, strapping stuff on, all that kind of stuff. So very useful, but also very expensive. I would never pay $150 for the 2 of these. That's a bit crazy. Finally, we've got the Pro Plus box, which is the knife of the month. And oh boy, this has been a source of a lot of complaints to Battlbox. I've seen some other videos where people are complaining about this knife. So this is the Tecto Ilara, and they say it's $100, and it is. If you go on the Tecto website, it is $100. But some other videos have pointed out that a lot of the Tecto knives are marked up versions of knives you can get for much less money elsewhere. And one of the things that I don't like right off the bat is that here it says made in Portland, Maine of US and imported parts, but then on the bottom of the box it says knife, sheath, and manual made in China. Well, if those things are made in China, what else is there to be made in Maine? I don't get that. You know, seems a little bit shifty to me and a little bit dishonest. I'm sure this thing's made in China. I don't think it's made in the US. But yeah, So let's open it up. Now, I want you to note something. Note that topographical design there, that topographical map design there. So there's the knife, and then there's a sheath. And here's the knife. Now, the specs are 440C stainless steel, which is, you know, it can be good. 440C can be good, but not always. You know, it looks nice. It's a flipper. Flips open very easily. Feels nice and everything. So, it's very sharp. So, on the surface, you know, it's not a bad knife in and of itself. I don't think it's a bad knife on its own. But the source of conflict has been, you know, is it just a cheap Chinese knife that has been marked up to $100? You know, that's the question. Now, the other thing I've heard is that, you know, they tried to make it look like Damascus steel here, when in fact it's not. That is printed on the blade. So it's not Damascus steel. It doesn't claim to be Damascus steel. So it's not like they said it was Damascus steel and it's not. But it does kind of have that Damascus steel look. However, you know, when I first saw this, I thought, well, what if they're not trying to make it look like Damascus steel? What if they're trying to make it look like a topographical map to sort of mimic what's on here or match what's on here in a way? And so it kind of reminds me of this thing, the Leatherman Signal Topo. You can see on the blade of the Signal Topo, they've got like a topographical map kind of printed on there. Now, they've done a much better job here. They've got little elevation numbers and stuff, so it looks really sharp on here. And it is sharp. So I'm wondering if that's kind of what they were trying to do. I don't know. You know, I'm kind of mixed on it. Sometimes I think they were trying to make it look like Damascus, and sometimes I think maybe they're trying to have it sort of complement the topographical map on the box. You can decide. So, you know, my opinion on this is that it's not a bad knife. I think it's a decent knife. There's nothing wrong with the knife. The question is it worth $100? Based on videos I've seen, it looks like Tecto is marking up stuff that's made overseas. Maybe. I don't know. You know, and Battlbox did do a response to the criticisms, and so did Tecto. You know, so they did try to address it, which was good. But, you know, you'll have to decide for yourself. Me, personally, I don't think it's worth $100. On the other hand, you know, it is a nice knife. It's not like I'm going to throw it in the trash or something. But, you know, you could probably get something like this elsewhere for, you know, 30 or 40 bucks or something. So, there it is, and there's that design. See if I can get a close-up that's in focus. And by now, you've probably seen the other videos anyway, so I'm just adding on to what they've already said. Now, I'm not going to try to be as crazy harsh as some of the other critics have been. I just try to roll with things and, you know, make the best of situations. But, yeah, it's an interesting knife for sure. And like I said, the knife itself is good. I mean, it's not bad. It opens easily, feels good. Like I said, it's sharp. So it's just a question of marketing and whether it's a ripoff or not. And then it comes with a little, you know, very basic nylon sheath. If you hear any noise in the background, that's my kitten. I have a 7-month-old kitten, and he's running all over the house right now. Tecto. So, yeah, mixed feelings about this for sure. I mean, when I first saw this, I didn't think, oh, it looks like Damascus steel. I thought it looks like my Leatherman Signal Topo. That's what I thought. Now that I have the Topo in front of me, it doesn't look like it very much. But, Maybe that's what they were trying to ape. I don't know. Or maybe it's like the other critics have said. Maybe they were trying to make it look like Damascus. You know, trying to make it look like something it wasn't. But it never said it was Damascus, so interesting. So yeah, the Tecto Ilara, controversial. The knife itself is okay in my opinion. Like I said, it's just a question of whether it's worth $100 or not. I don't think it is, but that's just my opinion. You can make up your own mind. Alright, here's all the stuff from Mission 83 of Battlebox. And I gotta be honest, you know, I've been with Battlebox for 30 plus missions now, and this is probably the weakest mission I've seen so far. I mean, $160 for this, I don't think that's a good deal, to be honest. I mean, really. You know, I think it might be time for me to move on from Battlebox, and that's not necessarily their fault. I mean, I've been with them for over 30 missions, and these things, these subscription box services, you know, you can only go so long before it starts getting repetitive. I mean, there's pretty much nothing they can send me at this point that I don't already have. I mean, the stuff I don't have is going to be really expensive, and they're not going to put it in a battle box. So, yeah, I've got some thinking to do. I know I've paid for one more mission, but I may cancel and just use that money for something else. But let me know what you think in the comments below. For now, that's it. I'm Eric Siegel. This is Kit Bashed Survival. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.